conquer the castle. And well, that's when he started having problems, because we're in Portugal. And I don't know if you have ever tried to schedule something with Portuguese people. It can be a little bit tricky. Anything that's going on in life in general, Portuguese say, it's okay, don't worry. This is the sentence I've heard most times during my stay here, and it applies for timings too. You try to schedule something, Portuguese say, oh, don't worry, 10 minutes. And that 10 minutes, well, is a period of time between actual 10 minutes, which never happened to me, to be honest, or maybe 2-3 hours, you never know. Well, for example, when we have a meeting with all the guides, management, everyone, and they say meeting at 4 p.m., we always specify, like, alright, but regular 4 p.m. or Portuguese 4 p.m. If it's Portuguese 4 p.m., you never know, very flexible. Most of the time, people start sending messages to the group chat at 3:45 saying, sorry, I'm gonna be late. Oh, me too. Yeah, actually me too. So sorry, I can just make it at 4:30. And then someone says, okay, so let's do the meeting at 4:30. But then that's the new time, and everyone starts getting late according to that. So it's just a never-ending story. First, it's super annoying, and then you become just like them, because it's also super annoying to arrive everywhere on time, wait at least 10 minutes till another person shows up and you can start a conversation, and wait at least an hour till everyone shows up and you can start the thing. Martin Moniz made a huge mistake. He did not specify at all with the soldiers. He just told them to come. Probably the soldiers said, don't worry, on the way. And well, they were on the way, but they took so much time. He was just waiting for them inside the castle, and the Moorish discovered that he was there. So at this point, most probably he was going to die anyway, but before that he became a huge hero, because before they could close the door again, he jumped between the door to keep it open with his own body until the others arrived. And eventually, super late, it happened, they arrived, they conquered the castle, but without Martin Moniz, because he died in the process, lodged between the door of the castle. So this is his tragic but heroic story, and obviously this sacrifice makes him live forever in the legends and in our minds. And now, also you have a really good story to tell your friends at home. I'm pretty sure everyone has this kind of friend. If you don't have it, you're this friend to your friends, the one that's always late from everywhere, and people are starting to get upset, they start complaining, and the friend says something like, yeah, whatever, chill, like someone never died because the friends were a little bit late. But now you know there was a person in history that actually died because his friends were super late for something. So you can tell them the story of Martin Moniz to change their behavior a little bit. You're welcome, Life Hacks of Milaka. And now that you know how Portuguese got this castle, I will tell you, after all this Reconquista, when Portuguese gained all these territories, basically the king sent all the Jewish people to live here in Alfama, and all the Muslims, all the Moorish to live in Muraria. And these are the two neighborhoods that survived the earthquake in 1755. Can you tell me why?
1755.
Yeah. Because it was an All Saints Day. So these people were not Christians. They were not celebrating All Saints Day, lighting candles. And although the earthquake itself caused some damage, there were not so many fires in these two areas, and that's why they survived. And if you look at it from this perspective, you actually cannot really blame Portuguese people for being quite superstitious, because they do the Inquisitions, and then there's a huge earthquake that destroys all the city except the parts that were not Christian. So somehow I get it, you know. Now we can move on to our next stop, and obviously we've been in Alfama for a while now, but this is the real